And you're locked into BCG News on BlackCelebrityGiving.com. BCG's frontier in providing news on African American philanthropists, such as 5-time Grammy Award winning singer, dancer, and actress Chilli. Today with us we have Enchanted PR's CEO and also the Executive Director of the Chilli Screw Foundation, Ms. Christal Jordan. Welcome, Christal.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's get right in. What is the Chilli Screw Foundation?
Chilli Screw actually is a program aimed at girls ages 13 to 18. We work with them on having beauty inside first that eventually comes out. And so it's a self-esteem nonprofit camp, of course, founded by Chilli.
We have been working together for many years. What was the thought process, the inspiration behind this particular foundation?
Well, yes, I've actually been working with Chilli for almost 8 years now. And it's, I think, evident immediately to anyone that is around her for any amount of time that she really has a heart for young women. I think it's kind of evident TLC, pretty much everything they did was to empower young women, and that really is who, she is, as well as T.Y. So that it was just obvious that she wanted to do something, and she had been doing things for the nonprofit space for a while, and I kind of came from that background. I used to teach a charm and etiquette class, so she said that she wanted to do that and do it on her own, as opposed to going out and doing, she would speak here and there, but she wanted to have something where she could really, get involved and talk to the kids and be a part of, their experience.
You said she'd been doing a lot of nonprofit things prior to this, and I know about a lot of things. You want to touch on what things she was doing before this?
Well, actually, one of the very first things that she and I did together as I came on board as her publicist was she would go and talk to the Boys and Girls Club. And I remember we went and there was a Boys and Girls Club out in Smyrna, and we had about 30 girls in the room, and she was talking to them and literally ended up staying for about 2 hours. She touched each girl. She wanted to talk to every girl, look them in the eye and have that, connection with them. And I was just kind of blown away because you don't see celebrities that really, really have the heart to do that. And so Chilli's Screw kind of came out of her wanting to have more opportunities to do that on her own, with her own message.
Yeah, Chilli has an amazing son, Tron.
Right.
So that being said, did she ever struggle when she wanted to put the focus of her foundation, the goals of her foundation? Did she maybe think about making the mission more geared towards young boys instead of young girls? Did she struggle with that decision?
I don't think she struggled with the decision. I think that Chilli's an amazing mother and just has a heart for children. She's constantly talking about children and talking to parents and trying to empower mothers especially. So, and everyone knows that, she has an amazing relationship with her son. It's kind of like an example, for other mothers. But I think that with what TLC did, it made sense to kind of go in this direction. A lot of the things that we base the camp on are basically from Unpretty, the song that's the huge record they had, and just basically helping girls to feel good about themselves. So although she empowers everyone, I think she just has a heart for this.
Definitely. And speaking of Unpretty, she speaks a lot about wanting girls to really love themselves inside and out, especially in the young age. Being that Chilli grew up in the public eye, you think, perhaps she struggled with self-esteem issues. You think that's maybe something that taught her the importance of self-worth at such a young age?
I think that she had some very strong women in her life growing up. But still, being around in the public eye is difficult for anyone. She's beautiful, but she's a real person, and I think that's what people really relate to with her, is that she's very, open about, who she is and being just like, the everyday girl. So I think that's really something that I think every woman deals with, trying to find out where you are in this industry standard of what beauty is supposed to be. And so I think her ability to relate to the everyday woman and just to encourage young girls that there really is no standard of beauty. As long as you are loving yourself and you're healthy, inside and out, your own beauty is going to shine through. So I know that's been a huge, platform for her. And even for me, the reason that I was so interested in it, because I did, struggle with that growing up. It's difficult. I think every woman goes through it, but I remember thinking I want someone to be able to talk to girls at this age, because it's difficult. That middle school, high school age is really difficult.
It really is. And I I know the camp is such a success. It was such a success last year, and I know the girls really got to learn about their body image and how to improve their body image, and they even had celebrity mentors like yourself, Miss MC Light, and so many others. What can the participants this year, what can they look forward to?
Well, we have been blessed to have just even more participation this year. Even though we did have MC Light, who was amazing and everyone definitely looks up to, did a Skype interview with the girls, and they were able to talk to her. They were able to spend time with Chilli, getting to learn how to dance, and it was a fun time. But people are really excited and have been eager to help. So we're number one, we want the girls to have an experience that feels personal. We didn't want to have a camp where there's like 1,000 kids and they don't get a one-on-one experience. So they can expect a lot of sister girl time, a lot of sitting down in your pajamas and just having popcorn and eating and really talking and dealing with some of the issues. We always do beauty workshops, but it's not all about the external beauty. It's about what can we do to make our insides beautiful. And then we do also focus on being healthy. Chilli is one that's always been a great example of really promoting a healthy lifestyle.
Absolutely, and I'm so glad you brought that up, because this year you guys have teamed up with health and fitness pioneer Beachbody.com. So what is that dynamic? Like, what is the dynamics of that sponsorship?
Well, number one, it was an easy fit. Chilli became a spokesperson for Beachbody this year, and she actually did the Brazil butt lift infomercial. But yeah, everyone that knows her, she's extremely into health. So the company realized that she was using their products via Twitter and wanted her to be a part of what they have going on. So the camp, it makes perfect sense for her to bring that element in, what she actually does on a regular basis. Trust me, she's actually doing that stuff. She works out, she eats right, and she wanted to bring that experience to the girls so that, we can kind of encourage them to start at that age so it's not so difficult when they get older. So we'll be doing the Brazilian butt lift workout with Chilli. They'll get a chance to kind of we'll talk about healthy meals and the right things to eat, and just some options for them at this age to take the healthy route as opposed to, getting bad habits that will be hard to break later.
Absolutely, and Chilli looks fabulous. She looks great. So we know she works out. We know. Okay, so how can these girls get involved? How can they get involved, apply?
Well, absolutely. We have 25 slots.
Okay.
We try to encourage retention because we want the girls to feel like we're really a part of their life. But basically, we actually are going to have the application available. They can go online, fill out the application, and email it back to us. Like I said, we're looking for girls between the ages of 13 and 18. The camp is free once they're accepted. They don't have to do anything but show up with their clothes and their parental signatures and everything, and just be prepared to have a really good time.
And the camp is from August 1st to the 4th?
Yes, August 1st to the 4th is here in Atlanta, and it's a little bit bigger. We're going to do it a little bit bigger this year. We'll probably do it a little bit bigger next year, and then maybe do some additional locations. But we're really excited and looking forward to having a really good group of girls and doing some fun things.
That's great. Okay, so if you had to choose, and I say that you do, what is one thing that you want these girls to take from this camp? If it's a lesson, a memory, what do you want them to remember leaving? What should they remember about this Chilli's group?
Well, I think at that age, and really any age, confidence is key. And if I could just get inside each of the girls and show them how, what makes them different is what makes them beautiful, and what makes them strong. And instead of not liking, or in some cases hating, the things that make you different, begin to love those things that make you different, and which will in turn empower you to love yourself. And if you love yourself, you're going to make good choices. You're going to make good choices when it comes to career. You're going to make good choices when it comes to school. You're going to make good choices when it comes to boys. And
that's important.
And it is. It's just in life. I think everything starts with loving yourself and beginning to embrace really who you are. Chilli is beautiful. Not everyone looks like Chilli, not everyone looks like T-Rock, not everyone looks like Sierra. Everyone is beautiful in their own way. And when young girls learn how to just embrace who they are and be the best them they can be, and capitalize on that, I think then they become strong enough to conquer the world.
Yes, it's really all about being the best version of yourself in Chilli's group. That's what you guys teach and what you guys promote. So when asked in an interview with Downtown at 11alive.com, Chilli talks about how excited she is to meet some of the old girls from last year and even some new girls.
Right.
So if you want to be one of those new girls, you heard it here. If you're 13 through 18, make sure you apply. We're going to have a link underneath this, and you're going to a plaque to them, and you can email it to Chilli's crew. Absolutely. So if you want to be one of those people, it's going to take place here in Chilli's hometown of Atlanta, Georgia. So I think it'll be a great experience. I want to go to it.
You should come and speak. They can look on Facebook and see the pictures from last year and the video from last year, and we kind of encourage the girls to keep sharing throughout the year, what's going on, and encourage them in school and that kind of stuff. So definitely,
I'd love to. That'd be great. That'd be great. So you're here. Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us today on BCG News. I'm Thelma Bezway. Be sure to follow Chilli's Crew at Chilli's Crew on Facebook and on Instagram, and BlackCelebrityGiving.com on BLK Celeb Giving at Instagram. So make sure you follow us on Twitter, and you can follow us on Instagram, and keep up on the BCG News. Until next time, bye.